Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, the Cubs are going to be looking to complete the sweep in this short two-game series against the Cleveland Indians. The Cubs have won 3 out of 4 on this homestand and making potentially 4 out of 5 off of this homestand that is about to come to a close. The Indians are going to be facing Chris Archer. He is on the mound for the Cubs, making start number 16. He has a 6-4 record with a 3.97 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. Cubs lineup today will be Hoerner, Rizzo, Correa, Harper, Springer, Bryant, Santana, Ramos, and Archer batting ninth. For the Indians, Shane Bieber will be on the mound. He is making start number 16 with a 5-6 record. He has a 4.16 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. The Indians lineup will be Yamada, Johnson, Ramirez, Santana, Arroyo, Luplow, Santana, Perez, and Shane Bieber is on the mound for the Tribe. It is a beautiful 64 degrees today here in Chicago and the wind blowing in off the lake at 11 mph. And now it is time to get today's game underway. Chris Archer out on the mound for the Cubs, facing off with Tetsuto Yamada. Archer on the mound as the Cubs try to complete the sweep in this short series against the Indians and continue to expand their lead in the National League Central. So with a 1-2 count, Archer is looking to the side. He nods him off, and now here's the pitch. There's strike 3 called, letter high fastball at 97. And now Archer is going to face Johnson. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Johnson. Here it comes. Driven to center field, coming in is Springer. He is going to make the play for out number 2. Jose Ramirez now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 3-0 pitch from Chris Archer. Here's the delivery. Inside for ball 4. So Chris Archer delivers the walk. And now, with 4 straight pitches, Ramirez is on first. And Domingo Santana steps up to the plate. He is facing Archer with 2 outs and a runner on first. First pitch to Santana. He grounds it up the middle. That is going to be a base hit to center. Springer has it. He gets it back into the cutoff man. However, the runner goes first to third. And suddenly the Indians are threatening with 2 outs and runners on the corners here in the top of the first inning. Christian Arroyo now is the batter. Top of the first. Bronson Arroyo, I believe, is somewhere in the stands watching his relative play some ball today. 1-1 count. Archer with the pitch. Grounder to first. Rizzo has it. He intelligently heads over to step on the base to end the inning. And that will be the 3rd out of the top of the first inning. We're going now to the bottom of the first. It is a scoreless ball game here at Wrigley Field. Nico Hoerner facing off against Shane Bieber in the bottom of the first, leading off for the Cubs. 2-2 is the count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch, and Bieber spins a curveball in there for a strike 3. Absolutely froze Hoerner with that beautiful curveball. And now Rizzo the batter. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Anthony Rizzo. Here it comes. Lined into center field. That is going to drop into no man's land. A little too deep for the shortstop and a little too shallow for the center fielder. Rizzo has himself a single with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Carlos Correa now the batter. He comes up in a tie ball game with a runner on first and 1 out. Bieber working with a 2-strike count. And Correa drives it deep left field. Chasing is the left fielder. This is going to carry out to the stands. 2-run home run for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first inning. 411 feet, and Carlos Correa now has 14 home runs on the season. 2-0 lead for the Cubbies here in the bottom of the first inning. Bryce Harper now the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Bieber looking to throw the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball at the shoe tops, and Harper chased it for the 2nd out of the inning. Springer now the batter. He leads the team with 15 home runs, but Correa just inched a little closer earlier in this inning. Now with 2 outs and nobody on, Springer facing Bieber with a 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Cubs score twice. We are going now to the top of the second of a 2-0 ball game. Archer now heading out to the mound to defend this 2-0 lead. Luplow is the batter. 2-2 count. Top of the second inning. Archer delivers. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and Archer now has strikeout number 2. Carlos Santana of the Indians is standing in. He's the switch hitter. He's going to bat from the left side against the righty Archer. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike count. Archer looking to deliver. Here's the pitch. Grounded toward first. Picked up by Rizzo, stepping on the base. That is out number 2. And now Roberto Perez is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Archer working with a 2-2 count. Here is the delivery. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So Archer gets 2 strikeouts to get to 3 on the game. We go to the bottom of the second. Cubs still up by 2. Chris Bryant looking for his first base hit of the season, stepping in against Shane Bieber in the bottom of the second inning. 1-2 is the count. Bryant swings and misses for strike 3. So Bieber sets him down with the fastball. And now Santana the batter. We have quite a few Santanas in this game. This is Danny Santana of the Cubs facing Shane Bieber. With a full count, here's the pitch. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that is strikeout number 5 for Shane Bieber. And it brings up Wilson Ramos. 2 outs, nobody on. Bieber working with a full count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, ball 4 is taken. So Wilson Ramos is on first. It brings up Chris Archer. With 2 outs, the runner on first. Bieber is going to work with a 1 strike count. Here's the pitch to Archer and a grounder up the middle. Shortstop charges, he has it. Flips the ball to second, and Ramos is retired on the fielder's choice to end the inning. We're going to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 in favor of the Cubs. Shane Bieber facing Chris Archer. Top of the third. We're just reversing places from the last at-bat in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 is the count. Archer delivers to Bieber. Grounder past the first baseman down in the right field corner. That is going to be extra bases. Bieber rounding first, heading for second as he shows up Archer with a leadoff double here in the top of the third inning. So Bieber in scoring position, bringing up the top of the order. Tetsudo Yamato with nobody out, 1 man on. 3-1 is the count. Archer delivers. That is high. It is ball 4, and Archer issues the walk, which puts runners on first and second with nobody out. Archer now facing Johnson. Top of the third inning. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Deep left field. Going back is Santana toward the warning track. He's going to have just enough room to make that catch for the first out of the inning. So now with 1 out and 2 men on, Jose Ramirez will step up to the plate with the Indians down by 2 in the top of the third. 1 ball count. Here's the pitch. Grounder toward third. Bryant has it. He throws directly over to first as they get the sure out for number 2 in the inning. The runners advance to second and third. And now Domingo Santana is the batter. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Top of the third inning. Cubs are up by 2. Archer trying to work his way out of a jam. 2 strike count. Here's the pitch to Santana and a pop up to center. Springer adjusting to his right. He looks like he's going to get there, and the catch is made to end the inning. So the Indians strand 2 as Archer works his way out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the third with a 2-0 ball game. Nico Hoerner coming up to lead off for the Cubs against Shane Bieber in the bottom of the third inning. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Hoerner, and he slaps it on the ground toward third. Picked up, thrown over to first, but Horner's going to speedily beat it out over at first for an infield single. So Anthony Rizzo now the batter with a runner on first, nobody out. Bieber working with a 1-1 count. And Rizzo grounds it to third. The throw goes to shortstop, covering second, but they're not going to get the double play as Hoerner aggressively breaks up that double play at second base. Carlos Correa now the batter. He hit a home run his last time up and accounted for both of the Cub runs. He's facing Bieber with 1 out, 1 man on. Let's see if Bieber has a little different approach to this at-bat. 1-2 is the count. Grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. Flips to short. The relay to first, and there's a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the top of the fourth of a 2-0 ball game. Chris Archer back out on the mound for the Cubs, facing Christian Arroyo in the top of the fourth. 3-1 is the count. Archer looking to deliver. There is ball 4 up and in, and that is going to be a leadoff walk as Arroyo rolls down to first, bringing up Jordan Luplow. 1 man on, nobody out. 3-ball count. Here's the pitch, and that is low for ball 4. So Archer has issued back-to-back walks to lead off the top of the fourth inning, and that is going to mean there's going to be activity in the Cub bullpen. Tarik Skubal will be coming in, warming up to potentially come into this ball game. We're going to visit the mound and talk to Archer. He says, I'm not tired at all, let me pitch. I just don't know if I believe it. Top of the fourth, he might not be tired, but he certainly seems to have lost command of the strike zone. He's issued 4 walks in just 3 innings of work. Archer now working to Santana. Top of the fourth, full count. Here's the pitch. Driven into center, coming in fast is Springer. The diving play, he saves the out, or saves a base hit by recording an out. And they throw it to second and double off the base runner. Arroyo got caught out in no man's land between second and third. And suddenly, the Indians now have 2 outs and 1 man on. So Archer getting bailed out of that jam potentially. Let's see if he can get Perez out to end the inning. Here is the 2-strike pitch from Archer and popped up to right. Coming over is Harper. Adjusting to his right, he makes the play to end the inning. So excellent defensive effort there by George Springer to help bail Archer out of that inning. We're going now to the bottom of the fourth of a 2-0 ball game. And here is Bryce Harper to lead off for the Cubs in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-strike count. Bieber delivers the pitch. Strike 3. Check, swing, strike 3. That is going to be 6 strikeouts on the day for Bieber. And it brings up George Springer. 1 out, nobody on. 2-strike count to George Springer. There is strike 3 called right at the letters. That is 7 strikeouts on the day for Bieber. 2 outs now, nobody on in this inning, and Chris Bryant up the bat. He is 0 for 5 in the season. He's only just come back off the disabled list, so this is his second game back. And he's going to see if he can stop Bieber from getting to 8 strikeouts. Here's a 1-2 count. And a grounder up the middle. Shortstop dives. He has it. But there's no throw to first. And Chris Bryant is going to break the slump with an infield single here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll bring up the Cubs' Danny Santana with 2 outs and the runner on first. Bieber working with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Bieber goes to 8 strikeouts in the game. The Cubs stranding a runner. We go to the top of the 5th of a 2-0 ball game. And now Bieber is going to face Archer here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 count. Archer delivering the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the circle change for out number 1. Yamada now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Tetsuya Yamada. And that is inside for ball 4. Archer issues another walk. And I'll tell you, Skubal might still end up in the game here in the top of the 5th inning. Let's see how he handles Daniel Johnson with 1 out, 1 man on. 2-strike count. Archer looking to deliver the pitch. Strike 3 is called right on the outside corner. That is a curveball that he dropped in there for out number 2. 5 strikeouts on the day for Archer, and it brings up Jose Ramirez. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Cubs hanging on to a 2-0 lead. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Archer and the delivery. That is high for ball 4. Archer has now walked 6 guys in the game, and I think he's going to come out of this game with 2 outs, runners on first and second in the top of the 5th inning. Archer's not going to be happy. He's 1 out away from qualifying for the win. But seriously, he has thrown 87 pitches already. We're not even through the top of the 5th inning. We are going to actually execute a double switch where Tarik Skubal is going to come into this game in the number 7 spot. He's going to be brought in to pitch. And then Mike Tauschman is coming into play left. And he will bat second in the next half inning. So Tariq Skubal comes in out of the bullpen. He has thrown 52 in the third innings, walked 18, struck out 65 with a 2.58 ERA. Skubal is going to face Domingo Santana here in the top of the fifth inning with 2 outs and 2 men on. Skubal working with a 3-0 count. He is looking for the sign. And the delivery. That is outside for ball 4. And Skubal says, well, I can walk guys too. I don't know why you think Archer is so special. So now he's going to face Christian Arroyo with 2 outs and 2 men on. Here, 2 outs and the bases loaded at the top of the fifth inning. Skubal working his way out of 1-ball count. There's a drive into left. That's going to be 1 hop to the wall. Skubal gets up the extra base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. Are 3 runs going to score? Yes, the Indians now have a 3-2 lead here in the top of the fifth inning as Skubal gives up the bases clearing double to Christian Arroyo. And now Luplow is the batter with 2 outs and the runner on second. Here's the 2-ball count. Skubal delivers the pitch, popped up on the infield. Bryant calls for it. He makes the play. So 1 batter too late. Skubal manages to get out of the inning. However, 3 runs score and the Indians take a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the fifth inning. Wilson Ramos leading off for the Cubs against Shane Bieber here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind second base. The shortstop going back into short center field, making the play for out number 1. Mike Tauschman now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count to Tauschman. Here's the pitch. Popped up to left, chasing his left fielder toward the line and making the play for out number 2. Nico Horner now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count to Nico Horner. Here it comes. Grounded up the middle. Second baseman has it. He throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the top of the 6th of a 3-2 Indians lead. And now Carlos Santana is the batter against Skubal here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-ball count, and Skubal delivers the pitch. Grounded toward third. Bryant scoops it up. He throws over to first for out number 1. Perez now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Skubal delivers. Driven to center field. The outfielders barely even react. That is going to be a solo home run. And now the Indians have a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. A 414-foot home run for Roberto Perez, and George Springer just looked up and watched that sail into the stands. So now we're going to warm up another reliever. It is going to be Junior Fernandez. And we're going to visit the mound and give him a moment to get going. Skubal now facing Bieber with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Skubal delivers a pitch, and that is strike 3 called for out number 2. Skubal now facing Yamada with 2 outs, nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Skubal delivers the pitch, and there's a grounder towards short. Picked up, thrown over to first, and thrown away. Carlos Correa with a throwing error is going to allow the runner to advance to second. And so now, with 2 outs, the lefty, Daniel Johnson, is the batter. Runner is on second, top of the 6th. Junior Fernandez is ready to come in. So Skubal is going to pitch to Johnson. If he can't get Johnson out, then Fernandez will come in and face the next batter, Jose Ramirez. All right, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Skubal working with a 1 strike count. Here is the pitch. Grounded towards second. Horner has this one. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs allow another run to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 4-2 ball game. Rizzo leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bieber working. 3 balls is the count. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. That is low. It is ball 4. So Rizzo draws the walk. As he heads down to first, Carlos Correa now comes up. He's going to want to atone for that error in the last half inning. Bieber facing Correa. With a runner on first, nobody out. Correa with a home run already in today's game. Here's a 1-2 count. And Correa checks his swing, but strike 3 is called, so that's the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper now the batter with a runner on first, 1 out. Bieber working with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Harper. He watches strike 3 go by. Bieber now has 10 strikeouts on the day, and it brings up George Springer. 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 6th inning. Full count pitch, and Springer grounds it to short. The throw goes over to first, which will end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 4-2, top of the 7th of a 4-2 Indians lead. Junior Fernandez, we're going to visit the mound. He's going to be ready to come in. And Fernandez is going to come in on another double switch. No, we're just going to bring Fernandez in, and then we'll pinch hit for him in the next half inning. So Fernandez coming in out of the Cubs bullpen. He has thrown 34 innings, walked 15, struck out 48 with a 3.18 ERA. Junior Fernandez is going to face Jose Ramirez in the top of the 7th inning. 2-2 count. Ramirez leading off for the Indians. Fernandez looking, and he delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Junior Fernandez gets the strikeout for out number 1. Santana now the batter. This is Domingo Santana with 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Junior Fernandez delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. And now Fernandez facing Arroyo with 2 outs, nobody on. Full count pitch. Arroyo waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. And ball 4. Apparently that was outside. It looked pretty good from this vantage point. And now Jordan Luplow is the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Cubs down by 2. Fernandez working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And he hits him. So Junior Fernandez, after striking out the first 2 batters he faced, has suddenly lost complete control and has walked a batter and hit a batter. And now he's facing Carlos Santana. With runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, Junior Fernandez, we're going to have to warm up another reliever. Because we can't really just... And we're going to have to use another reliever in the next half inning no matter what we do. So the answer is going to be Liam Hendriks. And if we need to, I suppose, bring him in to work on this inning as well. Fernandez facing Carlos Santana with 2 outs, 2 men on. Here is the first pitch to Carlos Santana, and he pops it up to right center field. Chasing his Springer, he calls off Harper and makes the play to end the inning. So the Indians strand 2 and go to the bottom of the 7th of a 4-2 ball game. And here to lead the 7th inning stretch is Josh Groban. Chris Bryant now leading off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs are down by 2. Need to get some runs here. Shane Bieber still on the mound. He has thrown 6 very impressive innings so far in this game. Here comes the first pitch to Chris Bryant. He grounds it over to third. Picked up, thrown to first. That's going to be out number 1. Junior Fernandez is going to be pinch hit for. And in this case, it is going to be Miguel Amaya coming off the bench. Miguel Amaya is pinch hitting for the Cubs. On the season, he has 7 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a .290 batting average. He's going to face Bieber with 1 out, nobody on. The Cubs down by 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Miguel Amaya. And Amaya drives it to center field. However, that's going to be playable. The center fielder going toward the warning track and making the play a step short of the warning track for out number 2. So Amaya gave it a ride, but it was a bit short. Wilson Ramos is now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Bieber working with a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Shortstop has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs go down in order in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to the top of the 8th with the Indians still up by 2. And Liam Hendriks is ready to come into this ball game. So Miguel Amaya is going to stay in and catch. and Hendricks will come in for Ramos and pitch. And if we get that far, Blake Taylor would be brought in to face Johnson if we end up seeing 4 batters in this inning. So Liam Hendricks coming out of the bullpen. He has thrown 37 innings, walked 8, struck out 43 with a 170 ERA. Hendricks is working to the 8, 9, and 1 batters in the Indians lineup in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch, Hendricks delivers. That is strike 1, and rain is beginning to fall. That does not bode well for us. So now Hendricks working to Perez with a 1-2 count. He is looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so that's out number 1. Shane Bieber now batting for himself with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Bieber. That is a ball. The rain has stopped, thankfully. So we're going to have a chance to come back into this game. Hendricks now facing Bieber with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder towards short. Correa picks it. He throws to first. That's out number 2. Yamada now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Liam Hendricks delivers. And strike 3 is called on the outside corner. So the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 4-2 Indian lead. And Mike Tauschman leading off against Shane Bieber here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He is 0 for 1 today. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Tauschman. He pops it up center field deep. Going back toward the warning track. The play is going to be made for out number 1. Nico Hoerner now the batter. And Jose Alvarez has come out of the Indians bullpen. Alvarez, with 28 innings thrown, has walked 4, struck out 22 with a 257 ERA. Alvarez is going to face the top of the Cubs lineup with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1 is the count. Hoerner standing in, waiting for the pitch. Lined up the middle, that is a base hit. Nico Hoerner with a 1-out single. So the Cubs need some base runners if they're going to come back in this ball game, and that's a good way to start. With Hoerner on first, what is Perez's ability? Oh my gosh, he's one of the best catchers we've seen all season. So we probably won't be trying to run on him, but Rizzo is coming up now with a runner on first, 1 out. Here's the full count pitch to Rizzo, and he pops it up to center. Center fielder adjusting to his right, and keeps adjusting. He makes the play for out number 2. And now Carlos Correa the batter with 2 outs, and the runner still on first. Alvarez facing Correa with a 2-1 count, and he grounds it towards second. The throw goes to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs strand a runner, they do not score. We're going now to the top of the 9th. And Blake Taylor is going to be brought into this ball game. Taylor brought in to pitch to face a couple of, well, a lefty and a switch hitter, I guess. And then Joe Jimenez will be warmed up in the event we get down to some of those righties further in the lineup. We'll visit the mound, warming up. All right, so Taylor facing Daniel Johnson here in the top of the 9th inning, leading off for the Indians. Taylor looking for the sign, and he delivers the pitch. There's a drive to deep left field. Going back is Tauschman, but that is going to be gone. So the Indians now have a 5-2 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. 409 feet out to the left field, and that is a solo home run for Daniel Johnson. And now Jose Ramirez is the batter. Top of the 9th. 2-2 count. Taylor delivers. Hopped up on the infield. The second baseman is called off by the shortstop Correa, who makes the play for out number 1. And now Jimenez is ready to come in. And we're going to go ahead and get him into this ball game. Jimenez has thrown 26 innings, walked 4, struck out 38 with a 3.46 ERA. Jimenez is facing Santana, Domingo Santana, with 1 out and nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Joe Jimenez looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a slider. And it's out number 1. So Jimenez now facing Arroyo, who has the base hit, which was the difference in this ballgame so far. Arroyo waiting for the 1 strike count. Here comes the pitch. Lined into right, coming in fast as Harper. He charges and makes the play to end the inning. So the Indians score again. We go to the bottom of the 9th of a 5-2 ball game. So the Cubs down by 3 with Emmanuel Clace coming out of the Indians bullpen. Clace has thrown 23 to third innings, walked 8, struck out 23 with a 4.24 ERA. He is going to face Harper, Springer, and Bryant here in the bottom of the 9th inning as the Cubs try to rally from a 3-run deficit. Here's a 1-2 count as Bryce Harper standing in the box waiting for the pitch. And Harper swings and misses for strike 3. That is the first out of the 9th inning and Harper's 4th strikeout on the day. Clace now facing Springer with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch, and that's a liner past the third baseman into left field. That is going to be a 1-out single for George Springer. He stops at first, and Chris Bryant now is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Springer on first, Bryant in the batter's box. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to Chris Bryant, and he grinds it up the middle. That's another base hit. So the Cubs with back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and now the tying run is coming to the plate in Miguel Amaya. And we're going to warm up another pitcher. Who are we going to warm up? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and warm up Diaz, because if we tie this game, Diaz will pitch in the 10th. Amaya now batting with 1 out, 2 men on here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Clace working. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Amaya. And he drives it to left center field. That's not going to be deep enough. The left fielder makes the play for out number 2. The runners are not able to tag up in advance. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. The pinch hitter is going to be Thairo Estrada. With 2 men on and 2 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, Clace facing Estrada with the Cubs down by 3. Here's the 1-1 count and the pitch to Estrada. And he grounds it over to first. The first baseman picks it up, flips to the pitcher covering, and that is the end of the ball game. So the Cubs do not score. They strand 2 as the Indians are victorious 5-2 in this ball game. The Indians getting 5 runs on 5 hits with no errors. The Cubs 2 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is the Indians' Shane Bieber. He goes to 6-6 on the season, recording the win. He went 7 1/3 innings of 4-hit, 2-run baseball with 2 walks and 10 strikeouts. Chris Archer, the Cubs starter, went 4 2/3 innings. Tarik Skubal is charged with the loss. He drops to 4-4 as he threw an inning and a third of relief. And then Fernandez and Hendricks each worked a scoreless inning. Blake Taylor allowed another run to score. So the Cubs dropped to 48-25 as the Indians improved to 29-44. The Cubs finish a 3-2 homestand. And next up is going to be probably the most important road trip of the season as the Cubs kick off 4 games in Los Angeles. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.